The story of artificial intelligence from imagination to innovation. Long before robots blinked to life, long before computers hummed in labs, there were dreamers, men and women who imagined creating thinking machines. In ancient Greece, storytellers spoke of Talos, a giant man made of bronze who guarded the island of Crete, walking the shore 3 times a day to keep enemies away. To the people of that time, Talos was a wonder, a mechanical protector, a man of metal who followed orders. Centuries later, in the Middle Ages, inventors like Al-Jazari was a brilliant engineer from the Islamic Golden Age, built automatic clocks, water-lifting machines, and even mechanical musicians. His inventions used gears, water, and clever engineering, early whispers of what would one day be called robotics. Then came the Industrial Revolution, when gears and steam powered everything from trains to factories. People began to imagine, what if a machine could not just move, but think? In the 1800s, a man named Charles Babbage, a British mathematician, designed something he called the analytical engine, the first design for a programmable computer. His dear friend, a woman named Ada Lovelace, saw even further. She believed this engine could one day make music, draw art, and think logically. She was right. She became the first computer programmer in history, more than 100 years before computers even existed. They were the first dreamers of AI. Jump ahead to the 1940s and 50s. The world had just seen 2 world wars and the invention of the first electronic computers. These huge machines filled entire rooms, glowing from blinking lights and humming like mechanical giants. Among the scientists of this time was a man named Alan Turing, a British mathematician who helped break secret German codes during World War II. And after the war, Turing began asking a daring question. Can machines think? He designed what we now call the Turing test, a way to see if a computer could have a conversation with a human and fool them into thinking it was a person. It was a bold idea that one day a machine might not just calculate, but reason. In 1956, a group of scientists gathered at Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. Their goal was to explore how machines could simulate human intelligence. They gave this new field a name: artificial intelligence. The attendees, John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Alan Noel, and Herbert Simon, believed that machines could soon understand language, solve puzzles, and learn like humans. They built simple programs that could play chess or prove math theorems. The results amazed everyone. It felt like the dawn of a new age, and the birth of AI had begun. But dreams are never easy. In the 1960s and 70s, scientists made bold promises. They thought human-level AI was only a few years away, but computers were slow. Memory was tiny, and the data was hard to get. Early programs could only do very specific things, like solving one kind of a puzzle or answering simple questions. They couldn't understand the world or learn new things on their own. Governments and universities grew impatient. Funding dried up. People began to say that AI was just a fantasy. This time became known as the AI winter, a season of disappointment when research froze and hopes dimmed. But a few brilliant minds kept working quietly. They believed that someday, with faster computers and better data, AI would rise again. And they were right. In the 1980s brought color TVs, video games, and the birth of personal computers, and with it, a second chance for AI. Researchers discovered something powerful. Neural networks, computer systems inspired by the way the human brain works. They weren't perfect, but they could learn patterns, recognizing numbers, letters, or even simple shapes after seeing them many times. By the 1990s, AI was no longer just theory. It was inside video games, controlling enemies that learned how you played. It was helping doctors read X-rays, guiding airplanes on autopilot, and even helping search the internet. Then came 1997, a moment that shook the world. IBM's Deep Blue, a chess-playing computer, defeated Garry Kasparov, the world chess champion. It was the first time a computer had outsmarted a human chess grandmaster. People began to realize AI wasn't science fiction anymore. It was science reality. And in the early 2000s, the internet exploded, and so did information. And every photo, message, and video uploaded to the web became data, the food that AI needs to learn. With so much data, scientists built machine learning algorithms, programs that could study thousands or even millions of examples and figure out patterns on their own. Soon, AI learned to recognize faces in photos, translate languages, suggest songs, shows, and videos, predict traffic or weather, and drive cars. AI systems grew smarter and faster and more helpful. Then, in 2016, something historic happened again. A program called AlphaGo, built by DeepMind, defeated the world champion in the ancient Chinese game Go, a game so complex that experts thought AI wouldn't master it for another 50 years. AlphaGo didn't just calculate, it learned, adapted, and even surprised its own creators with creative moves. It was official. The age of learning machines had begun. Now, AI is all around us, sometimes hidden, sometimes obvious. It powers your phone's voice assistant, suggests movies on Netflix, filters spam in your email, helps doctors find diseases earlier, and translates entire languages instantly. AI drives cars, they fly drones, manages farms, writes code, and even creates art, stories, and music. Some AIs can chat with people, helping with schoolwork, storytelling, or programming. There are even robots that can walk, run, dance, and explore Mars. With all of this progress, humans must ask big questions. How do we use AI wisely? How do we make sure it's fair and kind? And how do we teach machines the values that make us human, such as empathy, honesty, and understanding? AI is powerful, but still a tool. It reflects the people who build it, their creativity, their curiosity, and their choices. So what comes next? The truth is, you, the next generation, will decide that. Maybe you'll design AI that cures diseases, protects the planet, or helps people learn faster. Maybe you'll teach AI to understand emotions, or to help kids in school, or to write the world's next great story. The story of AI isn't finished. It's just beginning. Every invention, every line of code, every idea adds a new chapter. Just like Ada Lovelace imagined a century before her time, you too can imagine the future and build it. Because AI's greatest power doesn't come from the machines that think, it comes from humans who dream. Artificial intelligence began as a dream of thinkers and became the creation of doers. It teaches us that human imagination, when mixed with curiosity, courage, and compassion, can change the world. And the next great leap won't come from a computer. It'll come from you.